DB, would you like to get to the two deep?
Sure.
I want to.
I'll give it a shot.
Let's start with, because I want to start with a couple questions here, right? Because
Okay.
you've referenced positions in the defensive backfield a couple times,
Yes.
and I want to make sure both for these might be dumb questions, but if I don't know,
Might be a dumb question.
maybe some other people don't know either, right?
Okay.
So you've referenced kind of the different safety and corner spots.
Okay.
And I'd like to kind of talk about their responsibilities
Okay.
a little bit.
Sure.
So you mentioned a field and a boundary safety.
Yep.
Right? You said field safety, sometimes they have to fit in the run more, maybe set the edge a little bit. Like what's the difference between a field and a boundary safety?
That's about right. Boundary is kind of your post safety, hash, deep hole guy. Doesn't get a chance to get real busy sometimes. Got to be opportunistic, smart.
So he's like the umbrella.
Got to be pretty smart. You need athleticism. I still think tackling in the open field, especially weak side stuff, you got to be able to, got to be pretty good and heady. As the boundary guy. Your other safety type is your rover, where he's probably a little bigger, rangy, not rangier, but probably your eighth fitter
in the run game.
In the run game,
a little bit more of a tweener between like a linebacker and a safety. Typically, maybe not size wise, but kind of responsibility wise.
The mentality and how they want to use them.
Yeah,
correct. And then your third safety is going to be the guy that, in essence, is kind of playing your nickel. He's probably more of your cover guy.
Okay. It's more of like a corner safety hybrid.
Still got to be able to tackle, because he may find his way down to the second level a little bit, especially if he's got number twos, next out. So
is that a guy that might end up covering like tight ends some of the time?
Not as much.
Okay.
Probably true displaced number twos.
Okay.
For the most part, but it depends on your coverage.
Okay.
Just in lay terms.
And then, so those are the safeties. For the corners, is there different responsibilities based on, or is it just more just who you're covering?
Just how you get lined up.
Okay.
I mean, middle of the field, it is what it is. Boundary probably goes away from strength. Middle of the field. If it's on a hash, boundary's boundary.
Yeah.
And field is field.
So you're basically just going short side.
Yeah, like we have two different calls, if this makes sense. We have a strong and a weak, right? We may Roger, Linda, whatever, but then we'll also go field or we'll go boundary. Sometimes you want a boundary pressure that's away from strength. Okay. So they're not, or a field pressure.
It's a little bit more fluid.
We like to make the designation. So we may give signals that are, you might just say, well, why not just call a strong side pressure? It might not be to the strength where we want to bring the pressure from. So we'll designate field or boundary.
Okay.
And it's separate than strength.
Right.
Okay. So just little nuances there.
So the reason I asked that question before we get into this is I do think that's going to make a difference in how we're, like, if we want to get specific about the two deep,
yes,
then it's going to make a difference based on who's playing where and what their skill sets are.
Yep.
Although I know in the secondary there is some cross training between some of those spots.
Yeah, I was glad that Coach Butler made the designation, like, let's say for a guy like Donovan Jones, and he was telling the truth. And you know this because I told you.
Yeah.
When it happened that, DJ moved before Bly Hill was hurt.
Yeah, that's accurate.
And so I think, they're obviously going to try to play to his strengths. And as we could see, they're going to need some depth rotationally in the secondary. And I think Donnie provides that for him because he's versatile.
Yeah, can do some different
things.
And
I, for whatever the reason, I think they like him more at corner than at the safety spot.
Do you like him more as a safety?
Hard
to tell.
Yeah, because I like him.
Yeah.
But I could see even though he's athletic, like flipping, he's so dang big.
Yeah.
He is deceptively big.
Yeah.
I could see them leaning towards, since he's kind of big and fast, being a one-side corner than a two-way change of direction guy. if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's man.
They have shown sort of a desire to have some big corners if they can find them, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that kind of checks out
It checks the boxes
with what they want there, and I think
and you look at a guy like Marshall's frame.
Yeah,
it's a strong.
Yeah, I mean, even you look at Tommy Hill last year, like that's a big guy. Now he got
two different body types.
But I think they liked how big Tommy Hill was.
Yeah, well, they were pretty particular in terms of wanting him to play at a certain weight. Mm-hmm. At one point, T. Hill played 30 pounds less than when he left. He just was he was just a hard guy to get to buy into where they wanted his body to be. And then you downtime and a bad foot, and you can't really, you got to take care of yourself when you're not on the field. Like the body type changed quite a bit. So not all 200 pounds are created equally.
100%.
So, it's not so much the numbers in terms of weight, it's how you carry it.
Composition, yeah. No, I definitely understand. All right, so let's start with the defense then.
Okay.
Let's go. So I've got, tell me if I'm wrong positionally here, but I've got DN, D tackle, DN, Jack kind of as your front.
Okay.
I'm going 2 linebackers.
Okay.
And then I've got my rover, field, boundary, corner.
Rover. So I'd go rover, boundary. Yeah, sure.
I mean, order. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
All right. So let's start with the end. We can both give these, but my DN's starters are Cam and Keona.
Okay.
I mean, that's who I think.
I'll rock with that.
Okay. Cam Lenhart, Keona Davis.
It's pretty good.
Who are their backups? That's where this gets a little tricky.
Ooh. I will go. Let me work inside out. So I'll go RVP and Judy.
Okay. Because that's easy, right? Those are. I mean, I think that's one of the places.
Even though they could play together, yeah, I'll go RVP and Judy.
I feel like that's one of the places we know. Okay, so hold on. If they play together, who moves outside? RVP.
Yeah.
Because more athletic.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll just make sure.
Behind. Let's go Enwinari.
Okay. I think that would make everyone very happy if that was true.
And
it gets a little tricky here.
Yeah, let's move Judy outside and George inside.
Oh. Okay. Do you think George can play outside or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay, George has to play inside.
I mean, you saw his body. What do you think?
I mean, I thought maybe if they were going like with trying to be a bigger front.
A little bigger?
I mean, like he's 285, 290, I think. Big guy.
He could play in a 4. He could play in a 5.
Yeah, if they have him maybe in there as maybe a second D tackle instead of a jack and they do a 4 front. I wasn't really sure.
For that purpose, let's just do that. Let me move George inside and Judy outside.
Okay. So those are our.
I don't love that.
We've got 6 defensive linemen.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, who would it be?
I think the next 3 D linemen up would be some combination of Petschak, Hofkin, and Goldman.
Okay. You've been pretty high on Goldman.
Yeah. I hope I pass this, but with him, I may lack objectivity.
Okay.
I'm willing to entertain that.
You just like him.
I just think he's how do I say this? He's better than you think at first blush. He's a guy where you go back and you watch tape and you're like, man, I probably need to get that guy more reps. That's how I look at Goldman.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily like jump off the page real time, but you go watch him and you're like, that guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of the things I like.
That's how I look at it.
Okay.
So that's just DB's opinion.
I will say, and
I'm not trying to cram him down your throat because he hasn't come up a ton.
Yeah.
But that's what I would do.
I know we've talked about Jalen George a little bit. And I understand, like, I'm literally just basing this off of like a few non-contact drills because he wasn't in the contact drills, obviously. Like, he moves a little differently than some of the other guys. Like, he's got some really violent movements that I liked a lot. Just going, like, ripping through bags and stuff like that. This, I don't know if this sounds weird. You've been to way more football practices than I have, just in, not like Nebraska. I'm just mean like playing, coaching, whatever, right? Yeah. Like, when he was like ripping through the bags, like, it sounded different when he made contact.
He's very fluid. He is an explosive, powerful dude.
And so I look at that and I go, okay, I don't know if he can actually play football or not, but there's something in there that not everyone has.
Right. Well,
and so that's why I brought him up to you.
With that.
All right, let's move to the jack. I think this is a really complicated spot.
I have no idea. Let's just go with 4 and sort them as you will.
McCullough.
I go McCullough.
McGahee.
I go McCullough, Ochoa, McGahee, and Dylan Rogers.
Okay. We got 4 deep on, and we might see more than one jack on the field at the same time, or no?
Well, they got those pass rushing packages that Coach Rule alluded to, where he said, Coach Butler could get creative. I haven't obviously seen it not being there, but I mean, I'll go by the words that they say.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Linebacker, I'm assuming Javen Wright and Vincent Shavers.
I'm gonna go Shavers and Wright.
Okay. Who are our backups?
Watson, Trent, and Bauer. Boy, that inside is interesting.
Bauer, huh? Interesting.
I know you didn't like him in coverage that night. Poo-poo.
It was a little rough.
Yeah.
It's one practice, I'm willing to entertain that.
And you build defenses to play the strengths. I mean, you could make it so Bauer has number 4 receiver out.
Okay.
Right. And if you're picking a side, chances are he'll never be in coverage if he has number 4 out.
So answer me this just to entertain me. If it's not Bauer, who is it?
I don't think anybody's ready yet.
That's kind of what I'm looking at. Like, I'm just going through the list here. I don't know that anybody else is
CJ's
ready.
Probably still swimming in it a little bit, and Merritt is young.
Is Merritt like physically, because he came in a little leaner, right?
He's big.
Is he physically big,
yeah.
like ready?
I don't know. I'd have to watch him a little more, see if he's making plays, playing through things or running around things.
Okay. Because he's taller.
You're not going to make a living running around, but he is very athletic to be on the inside. I don't think anybody penciled him in as an inside guy.
I certainly didn't.
I mean, if they do, like, shout out.
He's taller, leaner than you typically see inside guys.
Yeah.
Because he's like 6'3", right?
But he's put on good weight. Like, like, I told Coach Rule in the offseason, I'm willing to be wrong about Merritt.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what he said? Oh, you will be, bro.
Go Big Red.
Let's go.
All right, I guess that's how it's going to be. All right, so we're going Wright, Watson, Trent, Shavers, Bauer at the linebacker spots. What do you have for Rover? So it's going to be Singleton, right?
I'll go with – oh, that's tough. I'll go with Rex Guthrie.
Okay. They like Rex?
I'll go with Rex.
You like Rex?
Yeah.
So can I know you're not going to say this, so I will. This is the spot I wanted Caleb at. I like him as a Rover.
I've never asked him about it. I don't know. Like, ideally, I think I would too. But if you pit it against the last place I'd have him is probably where he is now. That's just me, though.
Yeah.
But I think what they're figuring out is that he can make a lot of plays from that position too.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
The reason I say that with Rover is the number of times I saw that dude come downhill with no hesitation and bad intentions in high school. I was like, I kind of want that out of my Rover spot.
Caleb Benning.
No, I don't know if he's as.
He had a really nice one on Mackay the other day.
Yeah.
Really nice one in the open field.
I that was probably my favorite part about his game as a defensive back was his ability to do that. Now, obviously, he was really good in all.
Yeah,
but
I'll go with.
get Rex.
Yeah, I almost said Branch. I'll take Guthrie.
All right. Field safety.
I'll take Buford and Benning.
All right. Boundary safety. Is that Hartzog?
I'll take Hartzog and Khan.
All right. Jameer. All right. Corners, I think we know who our starters are.
I'll take
with
so
Sierra.
so boundary. I'll go Marshall.
Okay.
And I'll put Donovan over there.
Marshall and Donovan on the boundary corner.
Yep.
Okay.
Then field, I'll go Sierra. JJ.
Okay. Charles.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Sanders.
Okay. Amari.
Yeah.
All right. That's our defense. How do you feel?
I don't know. I'll tell you on Monday when it comes out.
This is the team I've been waiting for.
I'm going to ask you a different question when we're done with the offense, but let's roll through this real quick.
Oh, fudge.
Quarterback, Raiola. Who
Yep.
you got your backup?
I don't know.
This
Today, I'll go Gramstead.
Can I just be honest? This isn't a hot take. I think we're going to come out with a big fat or on the QB2.
Yeah, I mean, Dana talking about TJ unsolicited obviously changes my train of thought.
Yeah.
Because it's just not what Dana does.
Are you sticking with Emmett as
Yep.
RB1? Okay.
Yep.
And then Mackay?
Yep.
All right. Wide receiver.
I think top four, I'll go Hunter, Key, Barney, Bonner.
Do we want to differentiate
And the
between
rotate X's and Z's? No.
Okay. Hunter, Key, Barney, Bonner.
Yeah. And then I'll go Quinn, Clark, and Keelan. Rotational.
Do you think people will be surprised if Cortez Mills isn't in the top 6?
They shouldn't be.
Okay.
Close. I mean, he's right there.
In the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Tight ends, we got Lindemeyer.
Yep.
Who's your second tight end?
I'm gonna go with Harburg.
Okay. I would agree.
I'm gonna go with H2.
All right, now we're getting to the hard spots. Well, let's do the interior because I feel like we know that first. Justin Evans at center.
Yep.
Sledge is the backup.
Yeah.
Okay.
At some point, you're gonna have to find a place for Sledge to go.
He's one of those guys that makes you uncomfortable. He's not on the field.
Yep.
Okay.
At least for me.
Left guard Latovsky.
Yep.
Who's my backup left guard?
It's tough. I don't know. Machacek maybe.
Okay. I'm not going to spell that. Jason M.
Right guard is Spindler. Tough. Let's go. Will they move Corcoran back inside? I feel like he should be somewhere in the 2 deep.
I feel like he should be inside
Let's put him at right guard.
I think so.
Let's guess. We'll put him at right guard.
because I think you've got 4 tackles.
Yeah, let's put him at guard.
All right. Let's do right tackle first.
Let's go Pritchett.
Okay.
And Kanak.
Left tackle.
Gatula. And Teddy.
I agree.
Do you? Because I mean, I'm just giving you the guys that I think.
So that's why I said when we were talking to B and we were talking about O-line and when I said the depth chart may not matter,
I understand that now.
Yeah.
I understand.
Those are the guys that I think are going to end up being your starting or your main 5 offensive linemen, right? I think based on what we heard out of Coach Rule last week, maybe Pritchett needs to learn a few more things or understand a few more things from how he operates in order to earn that starting spot. But eventually he's going to be one of your starting tackles. I feel pretty strongly about that.
Brian, or should I say BD, why do you think Nebraska can't stop the run?
I thought we were over this.
No, he's BD today, but same kind of negative sentiment. I mean, he texts or he types the same.
I also do think Gunnar Gatula is going to end up being one of your start tackles. I feel strongly about that.
Yeah, I'm. It's a dumb word, but I'm like proud of his perseverance.
No, I think that's great.
Because I think he was other than.
He was
or also than.
He was the also ran all other like also then whatever you want to put it. He was a guy we did not care about until we had to.
Yep.
And he made us.
Yep.
And now I don't know how you keep him off the field.
And everybody we're pretty dismissive of him in the spring too.
Yeah.
I mean, yellow jersey, looks super slight.
I wasn't.
Wow.
But in general, yes. Yeah. I think Gatula has often been the forgotten man, and he's
that combo of the O-line is intriguing.
Is this a situation where Sledge might be also the backup at some of the guard spots?
Maybe.
Because
he's clearly a cross trainer,
right? And if he's a guy that you feel bad not having on the
he's
field,
got a chance to be really good.
You know what I mean? Like maybe you want him to have opportunities at multiple spots.
Got a lot of his dad's personality in him too. Big, strong, mean kid. Mm-hmm. Really good technician.
Because what was that class? That was Sledge, Gatula, Knutson, and Goldman, all in-state offensive line recruits in that same class, right?
Yep. And they all have a chance to.
They all have a chance to play.
Yep.
But who's the only one that has gotten starts at the spot? And who's the one we probably thought the least about in that class?
Gatula.
Gunnar Gatula.
Yep.
So that's what you're talking about.
That's factual.
That's what we're talking about.
It's factual.
Okay, so now that we've done the two deep, I know that was painful for you. I appreciate you playing along with me.
I'm trying.
I'm curious about how, I think confidence ranking is the term I want to use. Where would you have your confidence ranking on the different position groups? I want to start with your highest confidence ranking. Based on the two deep we just put together, what group are you the most confident in?
Offensive line.
I would agree. I think that's a no-brainer.
Offensive line.
Who would be second, since we both agree on that too quickly? We can't agree that much. You know how this goes.
I'm gonna throw you a John Tudor curveball.
Okay.
Clayton Kershaw, 12-6.
Got the big breaker coming. Big Barry Zito guy.
It's close.
There's a couple spots I'm thinking about here.
It's close. I'll go secondary. The curveball was gonna be, but up next, insides.
The D tackles?
Inside backers.
Oh, inside backers. So I actually thought about linebackers.
Inside backers.
I like those. You give me Javer Wright and Vincent Shavers, I feel pretty good.
And
then Watson Trent.
Yeah. I'm tempted to put them second. Plus, I love Dvorak.
Yeah, that's true. That is your guy.
I'll go.
Can I throw a wild card out there?
Yeah.
So it's easy for me to be like, well, part of me wants to say quarterback just because I think Dylan's going to be really, really good. And then after that, I'll take my chances. But I don't want to do that because I really don't have any idea what's behind him, even though I kind of made the point yesterday that I think Dana could sort of scheme Graham's dad if he really knows what he's doing to the degree that he says he does. He could kind of scheme him into a Texas Tech-looking quarterback in terms of being effective offensively. But, there's a part of me, and this is gonna throw you for a loop. There's a part of me that wants to say running backs. I like that group a lot now. I think I was going back and watching some Emmett Johnson from the last 4 games of last season.
Oh, fudge.
I
know. And he's better this year.
And he was pretty dang good at the last 4 games of last year.
The first guy just almost never gets him.
I can't get Mekhi Nelson from the open practice out of my head.
He's so silly.
I can't do it.
He's so silly.
I can't get it out of my head.
He is so
that
silly.
Dude's one of the better runners I've seen at Nebraska in a little while. And then you know how I feel about Mosey.
You know who he reminds me of when I first saw him?
Who?
Except he just didn't love to practice. He reminds me of Aaron Green.
Oh, super talented guy.
I just remember watching Aaron Green, and I'm like, Stop letting these guys cut you in line.
Yeah. Nobody's cut Makai in line.
He would like kind of drift to the back.
Yeah. And that's why one of the many reasons Amir beat him out.
And Rex.
Yeah.
Right? Those two bell cows.
Mm-hmm.
And Amir just did what Rex did.
Yeah.
I think he's always at the front of the line. I'm like, you guys are the same age.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you letting him do that? Like, there's just no way.
Yeah.
You're going to have to tell me I'm not next.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm getting those reps in.
And that was at a stretch where they had Hurd and Amir.
Yeah,
and
the group was Green, Hurd, and Amir. And Amir, again, kind of like Atula, was the afterthought of
And I get it. Braylon went to Kentucky and did his thing. And clearly Green was one of the better
TCU
was one of the better players in the country.
Did his
at
thing?
TCU?
Yeah.
But Makai gives me Aaron Green running style vibes,
not mentality,
but significantly different mentality.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue with you over their upside. It's just they get young in a hurry.
Yeah, we don't know.
You're still talking about a guy with one touchdown last year
in Emmett.
Emmett.
I am looking at I go Emmett, who.
So you have to be realistic.
Yeah, I like that group a lot, though.
If one of those, it's gonna Makai's first carry will be his first carry.
Yeah, 100%. Mosey's first carry
will be his first carry. Will be his first carry.
100%. Yeah.
So I don't mind the upside talk, but I can't rock with you on.
Yeah. That's what
being the group.
I don't have enough proof of concept there, but when I think about the groups that I like the most, they're up there.
Yeah.
I really like that group a lot. Now, I sort of feel similar. That's when you said linebackers, because I think you've got some of that similar with linebackers, and I like the top end production and I like some of the back end upside as well. Whether it's like, I know we saw Shavers last year, but like there's way more in there.
And I would talk to Coach Rule about Watson Trent, and it's just his delivery, right? He's like, look, man, this I know he doesn't look like much, but what, so then it's just like, okay,
you got to watch him.
And when he's willing to put his evaluation record on the line,
yeah.
Okay, because we're really competitive in that.
Sure.
He and I,
yeah.
Well, you think you can see, so can I. You know what I mean? So we'll do that.
Anybody who thinks they're a good talent evaluator is hyper competitive about it.
Yeah. So I almost made I almost put the insides.
But you went defensive backs, correct?
I'll go DBs. Yeah.
That gives you the most combination of proven plus upside.
That's a good point, Lance. That is how he is. That is exactly how he said that was Mills for me. He was the first in line during open practice. Yeah. Doesn't surprise me at all. High energy, competitive dude. Got a lot of Barney to him in terms of the day-to-day competitiveness.
Man, look at our guys here putting this Too Deep together live.
I know, that's silly.
Who
types that fast?
It must be Rico. I'm proud of him.
Rico.
All right, so that's our Too Deep and our power rankings. Maybe we can, I don't know, can we tweet that out, Rico? See what we can do there. I think that's a good idea. Let's put it out on the internet. See how we do. It's already out in.
What's wrong with you, man?
It's already out in the free world.
Oh man,
people listen live, right? They already heard it. It doesn't matter if we post it.
I think I ask a question like that.
Exactly. What makes you think I got to like you?
Who the hell said I got to like you?
I'd never made that assumption.
I got to go back to what my man BD said.
What's that?
All right. So he did answer the question. So shout out to him.
QBA says he thinks Latif is the number 2. Like I said, I think that's a big fat.
I wouldn't argue. Listen,
I think
you might be right, Ace. I don't know.
OR between Gramstad and Latif.
Look how big I have to make this.
That's all right.
I guess I just don't see a scheme change at defensive line having as large of an impact against a Michigan, Iowa, or Minnesota as having a true DT sitting. But we're doing too much. Sitting between 310, 320, who doesn't move off. I just can't rock with that. But I do understand. It's a very safe take. It's I think people think like this conventionally, right? Like, who's my big guy in the middle? And like, I get it. I understand the terminology. I'm just telling you, there's plenty of ways to offset that. And if we think that, let's just say we're hand in hand. BD probably doesn't want to hold my hand, but let's say we're like lockstep, and I'm like, all right, BD, man, you. Then the coaches have to know that too.
Yeah.
They have to be thinking, okay, if we want to stop the run and we agree with you that we're quote unquote undersized, then this is how we've got to play. So maybe he can't see a scheme change.
Making that big of a difference.
But I guarantee you they can understand a scheme change. It can be something as simple as not playing with a 1 and a 3 tech. You could play with 2 eyes. You could play with, like, there's so many different things. You could put them on the move, right? I mean, we've done it for years against big teams, bigger teams, 2-back set teams as an odd front without a big guy where we can stop the run. Yeah. It's plenty doable. And I guarantee you they're significantly smarter than us, and they have more options.
A lot of options.
Right. So, I get the whole – I mean, we watch Minnesota and we think power run game. That's not always what it is. Where they run the zone in their gap scheme, and they've got QB run game, and they lean and move. Like, it's not 2-back power blast ISO. Like, we just confuse.
I think anytime that people run in the box, we think of it as power run game, and that's instead of like outside.
Yeah,
I think
and I get it.
I mean, power run game.
I watched Michigan. Was that last year or 2 years ago? No,
2 years ago.
Because McCarthy had the throw that I thought Giff should have picked.
It was 2 years ago.
Michigan ran duo, like 7 different formational ways, still out of 1-back. Like, you got to. That's not what that doesn't take a 310-pounder. It takes discipline.
Yeah.
It takes discipline.
QBA says, talking about Latif, he goes, I'm just saying if push comes to shove, you always go with the more talented player. Holgerson doesn't equal conservative. So I disagree. Because
I told you that's generally what people think, though, with young versus old.
And so, that's why I brought up the difference between in-game sub versus long-term sub, right? Because those are two very different things in my mind. But I also think, as a coach, a lot of times it's not who's the more talented. In fact, I would say almost always it's who do you trust the most, right? There's a lot of talented guys that don't make it on the field as much as we think they should because coaches don't trust them, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so at this point, I would bet they trust Jalen Gramstad more. That's the bet I would make. Now, the other thing.
I just told a kid yesterday, he's like, Coach, man, what do I got to do? We're walking off the field talking, and I'm like, player blank. I'm like, you're just as apt to make a 4-yard loss as to give up a 6-point score. Like, at some point, we got to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The math doesn't math on that, right?
It's but so I'm definitely rocking with what you say. Lance, position group rankings.
The other thing, real quick on Dana.
Yeah.
What did he say? Hey, just make the routine play. That's not a talent thing. That's a trust
saying
thing.
That. And he's the one coach that's talked the most about age and experience, too.
Like, that's a trust thing, not a talent thing.
Totally.
So, all right, let's get to Lance's groups here.
He went O-line 1, QB 2, inside 3, how do we put wide receiver ahead of DB?
I don't know.
Oh, and he said,
I like the group. I do. I like the wide receiver group.
So so I'm reading this again the second time through now that Shane bolded it.
So
inside is in receivers. D tackles or inside wide receivers? Inside wide. Well, who's your second inside wide receiver outside of everybody likes Barney, Lance? that can't be a group.
Is it Bonner?
Can't be a group though.
I mean, he's getting real specific, but maybe he's saying Bonner and Barney.
So I was questioning this one too. How could you have QB at 2? Because you don't even know who the second QB is,
unless he just trusts.
That was my argument, right? Is like, hey, Dylan, I trust that much, and then I'll take my chances with whatever happens after that.
Man, listen, this is my boy. Like I can't let you off the hook with inside wide receivers. I'm surprised he ain't called me already. Boy, what are you questioning me for, DB? No, I'm just saying, man. What do you mean inside wide receivers?
Yeah, I think that's a fair question to see. Get a little
That's a
clarification.
cheat code, man. I'd take Barney too, wherever he is. Yeah, I like that group.
Barney's my number 2. Whatever it is, like, I mean, if we want to get real specific, if we're talking about individual guys, like, I'll take just Javen Wright. Like, okay, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Can I take just Raiola? Can I just take Dylan?
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Let's ride with it. Can I take just Riley Van Poppel? Can I do that?
Shoot. I'm all over it.
He says Bonner. He's talking about Barney and Bonner.
Okay.
Listen, those are 2 of my favorite guys.
That is awful specific, LBZ.
I've been trying to hype up that Bonner train for a couple years now.
Yeah. Why'd you fall in love again?
So this is stupid.
It was more than that. Hello.
No, it was. So when I was watching Satterfield's tape from South Carolina, he had Jaheim Bell, who he used in a
we had this conversation.
Interesting ways, and I thought Bonner could replicate that. I still like every time he touches the ball, I feel like something good happens, right? So it's past that at this point because obviously Satterfield's not running the offense anymore, and so you got different things going on. But I think I've seen enough flashes from Bonner that I really like him.
Okay. Now this is a little bit of a reach, but I'll vibe because
Okay.
at some point they could go there.
Okay.
Insides: Barney, Bonner, Carter, HH.
So I've made the argument. I think Carter Nelson and Janarin Bonner are going to play more of the same position than we realize. I know one's listed as wide receiver, one's listed as tight end. I don't know how much inline tight end we're getting from Carter Nelson this year. I don't know. I think
that sounds like a guy that's had too many lunches with Osborne. I don't know about that, Lance. Shoot. I vibe with that a little bit.
Let's take a quick break here. Coming back, we're going to talk.
I at some point, I wanna get back to BD's point because.
Oh, about the inside run?
So my goal is my homework will be for tape.
Do we want to find some examples?
Yeah, that's what I kind of want to do because he's not. I get it. He can be a little negative, but he's not.
It's not crazy.
He's not crazy.
I understand the concern.
He's not. He's definitely not crazy.
And he's certainly not alone.
No, that's the thing.
He's not alone.
Like I've heard this a ton. So
every time I've talked about how much I like the D line, be like, oh, can they stop the run though? Like that. So he's certainly not alone.
Yeah. BD, do you want to see it out of what? Do you want to see examples out of a 3 front or a 4 front?
I think you expect him to play 3 front more.
I don't know.
Okay, fair.
I don't know if they've shown the ability
to do either.
To do both.
So if it's your
remember how much 4 they played against
Illinois,
Rutgers.
Oh, Rutgers, that's right. He wanted to play more against Illinois and was kind of mad they didn't. That's my perception. I'm reading into his comments. I don't want to allegedly. So
offensive coordinators are smart too and adjust. Well, yeah, but that's just football, right? Like that happens every game.
That doesn't mean it's a weakness for your team just because they adjust.
Yeah, they go back and forth every game.
If it's you and you've got the options or similar, as a defensive coordinator, if you've got the options that Nebraska does or the high school equivalent of the options Nebraska does, and you're afraid that a team is going to try and inside power run you a lot, are you going 3 front, 4 front?
We're going to do both.
Okay. You're going to give them different looks to make it a little bit more.
Yeah, we're going to do both. Because, I mean, he's right in the regard like, oh, hey, they're in an underfront or, hey, they're in an overfront.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to get a strong side shade or a weak side 1. So we'll do, like, no bleep, right? So the goal is different looks to get there.
Gotcha.
So you have to do both. I'm not just going to get in and over. I'm not just going to get in and under. I'm going to try to teach multiple fronts. Now, not everybody can pull it off, but at that level with what they do, they can.
They should be able to.
Yeah. And sometimes you show something different than what you actually play, and that's where the real cat and mouse begins. You don't just line up in it and sit in it and say, here's
what we're doing.
Yeah. Now, even Michigan with their window dressing, go back and watch that game in Lincoln 2 years ago. The multiple ways that they got to like their split zone and duo was really, really creative. Sometimes they'd insert with the tight end. Remember that was Colston Loveland's coming out party, and there's multiple ways that they can get there. Same as defense can do it too. I'm just not married to this whole size thing.
Yeah, I would agree. I also don't think they're that small. Like I've looked up some other rosters.
That's number one.
Like they're not that small.
That's number one. That is number one.
Like you've got half a dozen guys between 280 and 295. Like that's not that small.
Yeah. And I watched the team.
You don't have a 320.
I watched the team really, 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 really close.
Yeah.
Really close. That didn't play with a 300-pounder.
Oh,
they were really good against the run.
I think it's less common than we assume that you have a 320-pound inside defensive tackle, nose guard, whatever you want to call them. I think it's less common than we think.
Yeah.
But that's just me.